Yo, what's up? It's your guy Max Caesar, and I'm back at you with another one. Majay Media presents. Let me talk to you. Yo, so check this out. I know I told y'all I was gonna come back with y'all last week on and drop some content after the Colorado game, but let's just keep it a buck. That game went to like 3 o'clock or 2:30, and everybody was watching it. Y'all seen what I seen, and plus from Sunday morning all the way to where you see me at today, I'm quite sure you done seen every news station, every blog, every vlog, every social media outlet. Everybody covered the game. Y'all seen everything from the Travis Hunter injury. Get well soon, my guy. They say he out 3 to 4 weeks with a lacerated liver. It's not a common injury, but especially playing that. But that's also one. That's the reason why those unsportsmanlike penalties is put into the college football for that type of hit itself, and those type of hits cause uncommon injuries. So that's pretty much why that rule was put in. So, but nevertheless, I mean, again, get well soon. And I don't think the guy was. I mean, I don't think he deserved death threats. I mean, at the end of the day, those are still kids playing college football. It could be your kid one day. So just think about that when you out there. And I mean, them kids had a lot of hype built up coming up to that game. So I know it was a lot of emotion, and I know he probably wasn't thinking with a clear head. But I'm quite sure when everything was said and done, and after clear heads prevailed, I guarantee you, if he could have did that play again, in his mind, I would hope he would do it another way. So again, I don't think he deserved no death threats, but it is what it is. But that's not why I'm here to talk to you today. So after that game was over with, I was thinking about something. I was really thinking about something. I want y'all to hear me out because I know some of y'all be thinking about, Mac, what are you talking about? That ain't true. You ain't making no sense right now, but I just want you to hear me out. With all the hype, remember that word, that the Colorado Buffaloes are receiving up until this day, is it safe to say that Coach Prime is kind of producing what we used to see with the '01 Miami Hurricanes? Maybe that 2008 I promised Tim Tebow Florida Gators team. Do y'all kind of get that feel? I mean, I kind of get that feel, and I want y'all to think about this. When 2006, after Tim Tebow took over for Chris Lee, the hype behind Tim Tebow just playing in Florida was just crazy. Tebow mania. And if you stayed in the state of Florida, if you stayed anywhere around Tallahassee, Florida, or anywhere around Gators Nation, and if you said that the Tim Tebow effect wasn't somewhat close to the way that they look at the prime effect up there, probably not as brash as it look out there to the public now, but I guarantee you, if you seen how they was going crazy out there for Tebow Mania, you would think it would be nothing different, right? And it was going crazy, and it went on a long, and it went for a long run, all the way to that after they lost that Ole Miss game in 2008, and he made that I Promise speech, and they went on that run. And after he made that speech, I want y'all to think about how the news carried that team from there, how crazy the whole everybody went. Tim Tebow mania all the way to it took him to all the way into the NFL. All, Tim Tebow mania, knowing all the downsides he had as a quarterback, got him as a quarterback with the Denver Broncos, and actually won him a playoff game too, right? So, and I'm thinking, and that's what I'm talking about when it comes down to the Colorado Buffs. Now, I'm talking about the hype. We're gonna get on about what I think about the upcoming game coming soon. We're in a few minutes, right? We're gonna talk about that in a second. And also, I say the 2001 Miami Hurricanes. Now, let's not get it twisted. Am I saying they got 38 motherfucking NFL draftees on there? Hell no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I wouldn't. You can never like that 2001 Miami Hurricane team. When it comes down to pure talent, hands down. You ain't gonna never see nothing else like that. If you was not born to see nothing like that, you need to go back on YouTube and see what a team looked like when it comes down to a nasty, all-out football team. That team is different. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the hype when people seen when they went on that run for that when they went on that run, the hype that was built around the Miami Hurricanes Let's think about it. It's a damn 30 for 30 now. Think about that. Good, bad, and ugly. Good, bad, and ugly. And that is what's leading me up to my point with the Colorado Buffs today. Now, again, I've been following them since December when Coach Prime went over there. I'm a huge Coach Prime fan. I'm a huge Deion Sanders fan. I'm a huge Deion Sanders fan, not only as a football player, but just as a man. Like I don't know how a lot of people might take him because he's more open and more brash about how he carries himself and how he wear his manhood on his shoulders. But I think every man should have that type of pride in themselves that I know who I am. Everybody should. If you don't have that in you, you might want to get some in you, man. But I don't know. But anyway, I'm a huge Coach Prime fan, right? So I don't trip about how he carries himself as a person. But the way I seen from December up to now, how they had got that, how they built that team. Shout out to Well Off Media, shout out to Reach the Media, and in the pregame show. But like the way this team, I seen this team grow, and the way I seen it transfer from behind the scenes to on the field now, and to watch how what everybody thought that he was going for everybody to doubt this man to now everybody that's hoping he's gonna lose. It's crazy, and not only is it crazy like that, because I'm looking at it. And the reason why I'm saying the hype, because if you are me, right? If you're black, and you know about that 2001 Miami Hurricane team, especially if you was around Florida time and you stayed in Florida, you already know what time it was. What I mean about how everybody viewed them about the hype, because we know damn well what Colorado what's happening in Colorado right now is fucking different, and there's no different what's happening in what happened in University of Miami in 2001. Coach Prime got damn Boulder looking like the freak Nick that's had a sex and that's had a kid with the Essence Fest. It is that crazy out there, and they out here going insane, and it's like that now. Now they gotta go up to Eugene this coming up week to play Oregon, which is going to be the toughest task on there, in which they lost their best play on the team, which I always think, I mean, Travis Hunter, if you can play both sides of the ball and take that many snaps, then hell, it speaks to who it is. Not too many people can do that, right? Excuse me. But for some reason, I kind of think, I think they can pull it off. I really think they can pull it off. Do I believe in the hype? Yes, I do. I do. But I also know they got a few things that haven't been seen yet, and I also feel like I don't think Colorado put a good game together yet. They haven't put together a good offensive and defensive showing, and I think that they learned a lot from that last game. It's two things that can happen with that game right there. Is that on the Colorado State game? Two things I think they could have taken away from that. Two takeaways. I think they could have hung their head down, lost Travis Hunter. We can just go out here and see who we can, try to spread the ball, this, that, and third. But I think they got enough dogs to go out there and do it. They can spread the ball. Bo Nix, he's a hell of a quarterback, especially after he transferred from Auburn. I think he's got around the right system. Went out to a place where he could sit back and mature, and we seeing the product come out in the field. So he's turned to one of them guys. But I kind of think it can be one of them games because the Colorado got a decent secondary. I mean, the secondary is good. That linebacker core gonna have to do something a little different, because if them under dump passes was that open with Colorado State, then Oregon gonna have a damn field day out there. The homeboy last week had like what 14 catches off of 16 targets, and Oregon, they spread that ball and they go. They'll mess around, and all they slot receivers gonna have 14 receptions apiece. Keep fucking around like that. So Colorado, you might have to catch that. You might have to tell your strong safeties to even start like playing around that in that hole a little bit more. You might just drop back to the zone. You might have to figure that out, but that ain't. I know you feel like y'all got the dogs in the back there on the play man to man, but when you letting stuff go out like that, then sheesh, yeah, man, man, and then man, that was crazy. But I just think that but I think if they get that figured out, I think it's gonna be a lot better game than everybody think it's gonna be, especially being a 21-point underdog. I think I wouldn't bet too much on that one this week, but I do think Oh man, I do think Colorado will go in there and beat Oregon. I'm still playing around with it now, but I'm gonna give my final prediction probably on Friday. So look out for that. And I'm also gonna do an NFL upload after this one right here too. So look out for that as well. All right. But the reason why, and so if they go in there and they win in Oregon, just imagine that going into the week after with USC. And y'all remember what I said about the Essence Fest and the Freaknik, right? If you think that it looked like that in Boulder right now, imagine a 4-0 Colorado Buffalo team going back to Boulder, waiting on a undefeated USC team to come in there. You got Boulder looking like LA already, and you got LA coming to Boulder. That is crazy. That's just like all the black people from the West Coast coming in on to Little Colorado. First of all, I already know the ring camera security shit is about to just shoot up in Colorado the week after next. You can just forget that. Like if you got any type of security type stuff systems going on around there, your shit about to skyrocket. So man, that's gonna be dope. Airbnbs, I already know it's already expensive there, but y'all about to kill them out there. Coach Prime bringing so much money back over there, it's gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be dumb out there. And then y'all just in Colorado. We already you got a bunch of us where it's legal at. Man, you about to see a bunch of calm ass us walking around there. They man, and just like back in 2001, like I said, you had people that ain't never been to Florida. They ain't never. They was probably damn. They was probably damn USC fans. And then when Miami would took over, I promise you, you seen them walking around here with that Miami Hurricane starter jacket on. I promise you that. I promise you that. If you ain't wanna have that Miami Hurricane starter back in the day, you want that Chicago Bulls or that Charlotte Hornet. But that Miami Hurricane one, and you know why you wanted that one too. That's all I'm saying. And Coach Prime got it like that up there like that. And it's gonna be super crazy when they play UFC, but they gotta get past Oregon. But me personally, I'm feeling confident about it, but I'm gonna solidify it on Friday, man. So look out for that. But personally, I don't think Colorado is the real big team that we need to worry about this week. I really don't. You know who I think the team that we need to worry about this week? Your damn Alabama Crimson Tide. After they play ring around Rosie with all their damn quarterbacks, they decide to go back to their boy Jalen, man. Jalen, man, it's your chance. It's your chance. Jalen Milton, it's your chance to get it. I think I said his name right. I hope I did. If I slaughtered your last name, bro, I apologize, man. Blame it on the. I need to cut, get all this, feel good, mind get better, right? Anyway, but you back at it, man. I said this when I did my first or second video, and I was covering you, and I said before you play Texas, I said you need to work on your feet mechanics, man. You need to work on settling inside the pocket. I know your offensive line ain't the best right now. And like I say with Colorado's, and I hate going back to Colorado, especially when we talking about Alabama, but it's only going to get better with time because they got to play with each other in order to get like that, right? But you have to trust in your mechanics, bro. You got to make sure you go out there during the week and look at your film and you look at your mistakes and you see your mistakes and you trust in your corrections, man, and make sure you put them corrections on the field because I know, I mean, I'm not sitting around here acting like I'm Tom Brady, but I can throw a ball a little bit, and I know how, and to the point that I know how it feel when the throw on a settled foot, and when you actually when you actually let it go, and you got your whole release and your whole form and your whole follow through, and everything is working, your whole mechanic, your whole work through, your whole follow through, and it just seemed like you're not taking full steps into your throws, and or either you just throwing on your back foot, which is forcing you to throw with your arm instead of like this, going through your full motion. So I think you should just trust in your mechanics, man. I think you'll be all right because you got everything else. Your deep ball is insane, man. You got a nice, accurate deep ball. And I'm over here acting like I'm talking to him, right? But he do have a nice, accurate deep ball. But this is college football. Every pass ain't going deep, man. You gotta be able to hit them under route passes and stuff to bring them things in. So like, cause them safeties ain't gonna respect the deep. Like if you ain't giving no reason to come under, they ain't got no reason. They'll be up there. That deep ball is out of the way. So you gotta work on that, man. And but I don't think y'all gonna have a reason to worry about that this week because even though I know y'all play Ole Miss, and I think that's gonna be more of a running back by committee thing this week for y'all. So I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all gonna do with that. But Jalen, man, Mister, I think you got a chance to, man. Bro, I think you should sit down and talk to Jalen. Damn, talk to your other brother. Talk to Jalen Hurts and see how he and how he took that like that benching, man, and see how and then you gotta come for that. Or either you got some turtle shell skin and you just rub that shit off and get back out there and show them what you can do. Like they gave it back to you. Let them know that's not getting back from you, man. Let's just go out there and handle your business. But I wish you the best. I'm not an Alabama fan. I mean, you know what? I ain't gonna say I'm not an Alabama fan, but it's just not like I'm not tripping if they lose though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my homies is Alabama fans. They almost get on my nerves like the Dallas Cowboy fans. Nah, I don't really ain't tripping if they win or not. I don't really give a shit. But I will say this right now though. I do think Ole Miss gonna beat them this weekend though. You ain't gotta take my word for it. When I come back, if they win, I'm gonna tell you I told you so, right? All right, so some more games. Oh, another game. I was about to say some more. I was just gonna run through some more top 25s, but another game that caught my eye for this weekend right here, the 12 o'clock game, Florida State number 4 versus the Clemson Tigers. The Clemson Tigers, they coming off an impressive win last week, man, in Florida. Y'all out there looking like y'all don't want that number 4 spot. So I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what the ACC like this game tomorrow. This game tomorrow is going to tell you exactly who y'all going to see towards the end of the year. That game right there tomorrow is going to decide it. Because it's going to tell you what route Florida State's trying to go. It's going to tell you what route Clemson is trying to go. Because I don't see them having need. Because both of them ain't like, I'm gonna go back and look at their schedules, but I think Florida State might. Well, Clemson got a clear almost. Well, they probably got pretty much the same schedule, but I think Clemson had like a lighter clearer path than Florida State did. Well, because Florida be having them end of the season in-state rivalries, and Clemson just got South Carolina, which fortunately for me, I reside here, so I plan on being at that game this year right here. So I look forward to seeing Clemson in South Carolina. Whether they ranked or not, it always turned to be at least a first good half or like we'll see. It depends on what South Carolina come to do. Clemson, they tend to always want to come to do something. So we'll see, man. But that game right there, Clemson and Florida, is going to be a ACC game to watch. And I'm glad it's coming on at 12 o'clock because I'd rather see that than see Michigan and Rutgers. I definitely would not want to see that. And you can also catch the Colorado and Oregon game at 3:30. Other than your top 25, you got Utah and UCLA. They play at 3:30 as well. You can also catch the Alabama and the Ole Miss game at 3:30, and that'll be on your CVS. And then you have Duke and UConn playing. You have Miami playing Temple. You have Tennessee number 23 playing UTSA. I think what is it? I don't know. And then you also have LSU playing Arkansas. You have Oregon State playing Washington State. That'll be a 7 o'clock game. I think that might be a good game too, and I'm glad they playing that kind of early. If you want to see some high pack offense right there, that's gonna be a lot of balls getting thrown right there. Pause too. That was kind of crazy. Wow. But anyway, that's gonna be a lot of yeah. They gonna throw a lot of footballs in this game right here, man. DJ out there doing this thing right here. It seemed like he kind of found his good home over there after leaving Clemson, and it seemed like he found him a good home out there in Oregon State, man. So shout out to him out there doing this thing. And Washington State, they come in at 3-0. So the Pac-12 looking a little stout out here, like to say that they all trying to break them up, right? They looking real stout this year, but I think they gonna weave each other out by the end of the year. So they ain't really too much to worry about. But I'm thinking them Buffs could be up in there though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like I said earlier, man. I made a bet that they was gonna win. They was gonna win 7 or better. So I'm sticking to my guns right here. And they pulled off 2 out of the 3. So and I predicted TCU and I had predicted Nebraska. I'm on here. I'm lit. I predicted 3-0, and I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I told my barber, I told him, I think they can go in. I think that USC game, they might be undefeated. We'll see. But hey, and to round things up, we have Georgia coming up at UAB. Well, UAB going to Georgia. Georgia have man. Georgia have a pretty sweet schedule coming up for the rest of this year right here too, so they shouldn't have no problem making it to the SEC championship. And I actually have a question when I get done with all this right here too. We also have Texas and Baylor, which I think is going to be a better game than advertised with Baylor coming in at 1-2. But I think Texas will start blowing their ass out in the second half though. But Baylor will come in to fight because it's an in-state rivalry, so it kind of looked like Colorado and Colorado State in the first half. But I think Texas will come back and because I think they'll come off that Alabama high. Well, nah, I ain't say Alabama high because Texas they still. I mean they came back and still playing. They still came back and did their thing. But I think I don't know. We'll see. I think Texas go. This is an in-state. They feeling at three at number three. They 3-0. Baylor 1-2. It's nothing for when you throw the ball like how they throw the ball. It's nothing to jump on the team early after a quick couple of 3-and-out. So we'll see what happens. And the 7:30 game that I think I will be super interested to see is Notre Dame and Ohio State. And the reason why I said I had a question to ask y'all, especially with number one Georgia, do y'all feel like there is any top runaway top 14? I don't even think it's a runaway top 10 team. I think on any given day, any one of these teams can go out there and beat each other. Especially the way I seen Georgia play South Carolina the other day. Shout out to the Gamecocks too, man. The way they came out in the first half. Spencer Rattler, man, you still did your thing. Man, keep going out there. You an NFL quarterback, man. Man, fuck your offensive line, bro. I told you to get them whole steakhouse passes back from them too. They don't deserve them shits. Give them shits to me. I stay here in South Carolina too. Me and you can go eat them shits together. But take it back from the offensive line. So shout out to you, Spencer. But Georgia didn't look like no number one team. They ain't look like no clear, especially with that being a border rival game right there. They ain't look like no top. In Michigan, like none of them teams look like no clear cut. Like I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna beat your ass every weekend type team. It look like anybody can get caught in a trap game. Do y'all feel that way, or if I'm tripping, like do you feel like your team is better? I don't know, man. Let me know how you feel. Put it in the comments, man. But I don't think it's no clear cut team, man. But I'm looking forward to seeing that Ohio State Notre Dame game. And then you gonna have while they playing, you gonna have Iowa playing Penn State, which should be all right game. North Carolina and Pittsburgh, and then you have USC playing Arizona State, and we will round out the night with the most slept on team that I think is in the top 10. With my phone just went off, excuse me, and I think this is the most slept off team in the top 10. Washington. Washington is playing California at 10:30. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all bugging with these damn 10:30 games. I learned my lesson last week fucking with y'all these 10:30 games. I ain't watching that one. If I do, I'm only gonna watch it till 11:30. Yo, I don't know who y'all think this is around here, but this ain't the early 2000s when everybody up here is sitting around like we like clubs close at 4 o'clock or something like that. Motherfuckers be trying to be in the bed by 2, and you out here got us up here 3 o'clock in the morning with these damn West Coast games. Coach Prime, we love you, baby. That's the only reason why we did it. My competitor, we could catch your highlights now on the next morning, man. I can't do it again, man. Not no 2 Saturdays in a row, bro. Y'all better, y'all better have somebody. Taylor Swift better walk out there with y'all or something, bro. To have somebody up there watching y'all at down 2:30, and y'all might want to have a bonfire or something up there. I don't know, cause I don't think Lil Wayne coming out there in Washington, my guy. So nah, I ain't watching that. But yo, but seriously, let me know what y'all think. Who's your team? Let me know who's your team. Put it inside the comments. But they got a few good games coming on. Who you trying to watch? But like everybody else, man, I'm watching. I'm here to watch Colorado. Whether good, bad, or indifferent, I'm gonna roll with them, man. I think a lot of people, man, they don't like the bashfulness that Coach Prime display, and they kind of look at the team being a bunch of delinquents and just a bunch of loud ass people that's up there. And there's a bunch of loud ass people that's up there just running around in Colorado, and it doesn't help the fact that majority of them are black, right? So when you see somebody that's loud like that and they successful, and then they see that the people behind them take on that personality, it almost seems like they want us that they wanted to fail. They wanted to fail. And the sad part about it, it's not just they. It's you see mostly us. It's a lot of us want him to fail, and that's the sad part about it. And that goes to show how much we aren't even used to seeing us win. And when we do see each other win, we don't even like to celebrate it. And that's a sad situation when it comes to that. But all the people that's out there rooting for him, I don't give a damn. It's cool with me. He got Colorado. He got Boulder over there looking like it's over there like South Beach in the snow. Fuck it. And it's cool. It's okay. Let me tell you something. If you don't like the aura of a winner, then you just comfortable being a loser. That's it. That's it. That man has won his way his whole life. It might not have been the way that you used to seeing things won, but every time I've seen things break the mold, I've always seen it become successful. Jimmy Johnson was successful with the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Hurricanes because he broke the mold. You think he was damn near like he was the white Deion Sanders when it came to coaching, and he ain't give a fuck about nothing. Look how look how damn like think about like look at what's my other guy? What's my guy? Bill Parcells. Look how he ran the Giants. And then when you look at him, they look at him as being the best coach of all time, and he did it his way. Look how my man from Indiana, Bob Knight, he damn near kicking motherfuckers on the court. Nobody talking about that. But you see one man go down there and take a bunch of kids that believe in him, that look like him, walk like him, talk like him, and then they try. And not only when he can't go out there and walk the walk, they willing to walk his walk for him, and he doing it with his kids. That's a problem. Come on, man. I think that's kind of trash. I think y'all should let that man win. And if he do lose, man, guess what? Name an undefeated coach in college football. I'll wait. And if you keep it up while you bullshit, and him and Nick Saban he might end up with a better record than Nick Saban this year anyway. And the last thing I want to tell you, if you mad now, you might gonna be mad at him because I think that man gonna have. If you look at, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all for all y'all that don't look like me. I'm gonna give y'all a little point. If you don't have somebody that don't act remotely like him on your staff, you effing up because he's gonna recruit. Everybody has an uncle, a cousin, a friend, a brother, somebody remotely that reminds them of Coach Prime in their household. And he get to bring himself with his accolades inside your room every day. If you ain't got nobody remotely to that, they'll treat your son these next 5 years. Y'all gonna be super mad because y'all ain't gonna do nothing but watch this man win. And y'all think I was talking about the 2001 Hurricanes then? Y'all gonna be talking about the 2024 Buffaloes, 2025 Buffaloes, 2026 Buffaloes, and he gonna create a fucking dynasty in the snow. Think I'm playing. But that's all I gotta say. But hey, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, man. I'll be back at y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all about my upcoming NFL joints. And yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about them fucking Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what all the hype about. They just played two sorry ass New York teams, but we gonna talk about that. We get into that. But anyway, again, it's your boy Max Ceasar, man. This right here is Majay Media Presents. Let me talk to you. Yo, again, you want to like the comment, man, make sure, if you like the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Keep bringing y'all this shit, man. As y'all keep commenting and subscribing, we'll keep bringing it to y'all, man. But yo, holla at you. Stay up, man. Stay safe, too, man. It's crazy out here.